With all the drama surrounding PirateSoftware, I keep seeing the argument that PirateSoftware is using a voice changer. The problem is, I keep seeing these arguments, but I can't find any evidence of that being true. So, I decided to figure it out for myself. The likely answer? No? Let's give context first. This is what PirateSoftware used to sound like.
It's gopiratesoftware.com, and you can get it there or on Steam. So if you just look up Heartbound on Steam, you can pick it up.
Clearly, a bit of a squeaky voice, and even Thor has a video talking about his voice's evolution.
Sometimes in your early 30s, your voice can change as a man, and it's effectively second puberty. This is what I used to sound like. That's what I used to look like to this 5 years ago. Wait for this. This is awful.
My hot dogs are freshly picked. I'm gonna have to peel it. I'm gonna have to peel my hot dog.
Yeah, that was it, dude.
Every good hot dog needs to be peeled.
Now, it's a bit cringe to call it second puberty, but I don't doubt that over 5 years, his voice could have changed. Take Northern Lion, for instance. Listen to his voice 15 years ago versus now.
This one goes out to all my YouTube haters trying to clown on me, thinking I can't get bandages. Well, check this out.
If they're going to me, then somebody's open. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Why does his voice sound so different? I think a large part why NL, and to an extent Thor, have had this wild voice change is due to the quality of their microphone. However, some people argue this isn't true. Archer Rush made a video about this and argues that other people, such as Extra Emily, sound the exact same between different microphones, while Thor sounds different.
Why does Extra Emily's voice sound the same on the same mic, but PirateSoftware's voice somehow is bitchy ass high?
Yeah, that's awesome. Can you kind of describe, like, well, you booted my car?
Now listen to this guy here and on his recent stream.
Yeah, that's correct. Software and game development's finally a category on Twitch, and now it's up here at the Streamer Awards.
I won't be playing Hardcore WoW on stream again. I don't give a shit about any of this stuff anymore.
While I don't have a trained ear, I think his voice sounds pretty similar between the clips, but his voice does sound noticeably higher. I found a discussion about this on Reddit, and people mention a large part of this could be due to the proximity effect in audio. The proximity effect can allegedly account for a 16 decibel boost in bass.
Here's what my audio sounds like if I boost the bass by 16 decibels.
Emily has the microphone right up against her, giving her this normal tone, while for Thor, the microphone is further away. This is the same for the old clip of him talking. I think based on the clips I've found, and some of the others I've seen on the internet, he isn't using a voice changer. He's seen too often in the wild to actually be doing a voice changer all the time. And some people have the conspiracy that he gets access to microphones he uses ahead of time to add a filter to them. I just can't see that being true. While I don't doubt he has some type of filter on his microphone to enhance his voice, I doubt it's a full-on voice changer. However, I do believe to some capacity he's faking his voice. It's not hard to push your vocal range to sound a bit deeper, especially if you start using your vocal fry. This is a video that made me believe he's intentionally lowering his voice to some degree. Toward the end, you can kind of hear a bit of that fry as he's pushing out words.
I don't think that was ever relevant, because if I think about that, I'd be like, straight. Call your grandma, Chad. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Talking with a deeper voice isn't really that hard. I could probably do this for an entire live stream. However, it's when I laugh that my real voice would come out, which is exactly what happens when Thor laughs.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that? What is that? What is that abomination on the left?
Is it as much as people make it out to be? No. The difference between him talking at the Streamer Awards and him talking with Extra Emily isn't that far off. Does any of this matter? No, it's not that deep. However, the final nail in the coffin for me was the way Thor addressed the way his voice changed. Thor has a massive ego and makes fun of how his voice used to sound. Him saying this is awful seems a really bizarre way to talk about your own voice. This is the same thing that he did with the WoW raid, Stop Killing Games, and whatever other controversies he will inevitably get into. He has to make some kind of statement about his version being the correct one to keep in everyone's minds. If he views his old voice as so cringe, It must have been a big hit to his ego, so of course he would likely take efforts to change it. Second puberty is just an excuse for why it happened so randomly. The thing is, it's not that weird for a creator to alter their voice in some ways. It's just the reaction that Pirate has to everything that makes people want to point out the fact that he's faking his voice, which is, I don't know, kind of hilarious to me. In the grand scheme of all of his controversies, this seems like such an inconsequential piece, yet he still has to defend his voice all the time. What a wild world we live in. This has been on my mind a lot lately, and I'm a bit of a nerd, so I wanted to share this with other like-minded nerds. If you want to hear me nerd out about some other stuff, check out my video about Team Fortress 2's training bots, or watch my video about all the ways Deadlock and TF2 are similar. If you liked the video, smash like. If you thought I was cool, subscribe. Bye for now.